Robert here, Weekend Escapades. Today we're on Cedar Mountain, just outside of Cedar City here in Utah, where we're gonna hike up this hill, share some historic information with you, maybe find a Christmas tree, and hopefully not get buried in snow. Come along, join the adventure. So we're headed to the Bristol Cone Pine Hike. Now this is off Highway 14 in Dixie National Forest. And it's going to feature ancient Bristol cone pines and an overlook to Zion National Park. We're at just over 8,000 feet, and these Bristol cone pines are as old as 4,500 years. The ones we're looking for today are just over 1,800 years old. Now this trail is relatively easy, but today it's a little different because it's covered in snow. This should be interesting because the Bristol cone pines are only found in 3 states, Nevada, Utah, and California. They're also only located at high elevations. One thing for sure, the last few days have been cloudy. Today, pretty sunny and beautiful, but the snow is deep. We're going to follow this trail to see if we can find some historic information about Cedar Mountain. Not many people have been up here since the last snow, but you can see they've kind of blazed a trail, but it's still a little crunchy, if you will. You know, let me know. Do you love snow, or would you rather not have it? Now, I'll tell you what. At home, I'd rather not have it. I'd rather drive to it. But a lot of people, I guess they just get used to it and like living in the snow. I kind of like the desert. All right, so we have been trekking around in the snow for quite some time, and it wasn't that easy. Found a better path now. One thing for sure is I wish I would have brought my hiking stick. It's not too cold when you're out here initially when the sun's out, but the minute a cloud comes and blocks that sun, it drops at least 10 degrees. You can see the view there. Beautiful. The sky, nice and blue, and the snow still hanging on the trees. We've kind of lost our path. You see a little bit of it here, but not many footsteps. But we're assuming that this is the path. We have no service here. Tried trail forks and a couple other things to be able to find the trail, but we can't get any service. So just hoping from memory from a couple years ago that this will be the spot. You can tell it's warming up a little bit because I just had a tree unload on me with snow. Pretty funny. It was just like it was actually snowing, except even heavier. You could feel it just landing on my hood here in my hat. So moving on. I think we're on the right trail. It starts to open up here a little bit. Right where Lisa's standing there in the distance. But this snow is still, I'm sinking at least 10, 12 inches deep in the path. So not packed very well. Quite the workout. Some absolute beauty out there. Wow. This camera films extremely well, but it doesn't have a huge zoom lens, which I don't really rely on much because most everything we film is right at our feet. But once we get up here at the lookout deck, I can see it off in the distance. We'll see if we can zoom in and get a better view. All right, once again, I can see where I'm supposed to go, but this trail is not very well packed. So kind of following them and hoping they lead me to the path. It looks like there was another path coming up over here that we didn't find further up the mountain. And here we go. There's some history here for sure. All right, so I just got hit on the head by some more snow. So this is the observation deck right there with somebody tying their shoe on it. And up here's a bunch of information about what we're here to see, plus the view. All right, so this is what we came to see. Not just the sign, no. It's what's on the sign and around the sign. So right here you'll see Virgin River Valley. This is the headwaters of the Virgin River. In the distance, 21 miles. You can see the Zion Narrows from Zion National Park and West Temple, highest point in Zion Park. So right over there, you'll see it. The highest point, kind of right to the right of this tree, is the highest point of Zion. And also the Virgin River lies down there as well, or the headwaters of. But that's not just the view that we're looking for. This is the home of the Bristol Cone Pine. Pinus longavia is what it looks like. One of nature's oldest living things. Some trees have survived for over 4,500 years. So this is nature's oldest things right here. And this is one of them. And you can see how old this tree is. And see how the pine needles, if you will, hang off of the tree. Can't even give you a visual there. But this is it. Trying to control the camera. There's a lot of light in the screen, so hopefully you saw that. Well, this is it. You can see how the trunk is twisted and extremely large. And then right over here is more. You can definitely see the age on these. Look at this one. They're old, looks like the tops have fallen off them, and they're still growing green. 4,500 years old. These are some beauties. And there's a few more around us. I think there may be like 6 in the area. They're growing right here next to this observation deck with the beautiful view in the distance. And there's a few more of them around us. But these big ones are right here in front of us where this deck is built. It has interesting pine needles, I guess. So that's what you want to call them. I guess that's what they are, but can't quite reach them. You can see how they hang straight down. Just probably from the weight. And most trees, they grow, you know, like straight out, like on a fir or something. They'll grow straight out and straight up, but these just almost hang like grapevines. So I'm going to stand corrected. As I said earlier in the video there, it's Bristol Cone Pine, Pinus longava is what I'm told. So Pinus longava or Pinus longavia, I don't know. You be the judge. So there's a few of these around here as well. So off the observation deck, right over here is one. And right here in front of me. This one's probably one of the tallest ones. And there's a really healthy one right down here. So this one goes all the way up behind this other one here. I'll try to get a better photo of that. But if I went down there, there's a drift about 4 feet deep down there. So probably not a good idea. Okay, so probably the nicest one is straight down below here, kind of going through the drift of the snow. See if we can get down a little bit further, but it's the snow's funny because it feels like it's packed and you step on it and you just sink in. So we found a little trough to walk in. Hopefully it's not as deep there, but that's a beauty. That one's, the rest of them are really crooked. This one's straight up and down. That's a beauty. We appreciate you following along. You know, it's very difficult to make videos. A lot of editing, a lot of time goes into it, a lot of filming. You know, we go to these locations no matter what. But really would like to know in the comments, what kind of content do you love? What do you like seeing? What do you like that we're doing good? And what do you not like? Really want to get your opinion on that. Because we're filming these, again, no matter what. But, you know, if there's some things you'd rather see during the videos or type of video that we're filming, let me know in the comments. We'd love to hear it. I'm really thankful that you're all following along. Like and subscribe for more like this and other things that are coming up. So anyway, we just appreciate you following along on it. So I'm still dredging through this snow. Hopefully we'll get there soon and have a Christmas tree to look at. We decided to do a little cross country, I guess. Went off path. And yeah, kind of rough. That snow was deep. Hopefully we found a tree. Sounds like they did. Every time we come up here to get a tree, you always think they're beautiful in the forest. You get them in the house. Like, whoops, they have a bald spot in the back or something. You have to hide it. Anybody ever experienced that? Let me know your Christmas tree experience or Christmas tree nightmares in the comments below. Kind of fun to start that chat. 2 coming down. Poorly. Here they come. This will be a good run right here. This is faster. There I go. All right, so while we were out hiking, looking at that Bristol pine, is that what it was called again?
Bristol cone.
Bristol cone tree.
Yeah.
But here's the tree they found. You know, again, you never know what it's going to look like till you get it in the house. But it'll definitely smell like Christmas. Well, that's going to do it for today. Hiking up the mountain, finding these pines, and getting the Christmas tree. And until the next adventure, goodbye from Weekend Escapades. We'll see you in the next one.